If you want to be successful, then you've got to eradicate this one thought. Ready? I'm Mike Quackenbush. This is Till We Make It. Throughout my career, I have been very fortunate because I've worked in front of the cameras as a professional wrestler, a referee, a ring announcer, and a commentator. And I've worked behind the scenes too, as a promoter, booker, agent, coach, and consultant. And today, I want to spear an intrusive, a corrupting thought that will prevent you from finding success in professional wrestling. And it is a thought that from time to time we all have, but we have to deal with it. We cannot allow this to run rampant. And you'll know what it sounds like if you've ever heard that little voice in your head that tells you, I'm not ready. There are a few harsh truths coming in this episode. So if you are a dainty desert flower, now is the time to click away and spare yourself. Here we go. If you tell yourself month after month, year after year that you aren't ready to start training for professional wrestling, you are the architect of your own failure. And I know that can be hard to hear, but I'm not ready is just an excuse. Of course, we can't really have this conversation without pausing to head off what I know is coming down below in the comments section. So let's handle that right now, shall we? I do appreciate that in some rare instances, there's a very reasonable justification for why someone might feel like I'm not ready. And I feel like it's less than 1% of the time that someone is too young to engage in training, that someone is recovering from a viral infection and they need another month to get back into full health, that they are just a few credits away from earning their master's degree. Those things are very reasonable, and they're also very rare. Placing aside those very rare instances, let's turn our focus to the other 99% of the time, because that's what this video addresses directly. Someone who says, well, I need to put on a few more pounds of muscle before I start training. I'm not ready. Or conversely, I need to lose a few more pounds before I start training for wrestling. I'm not ready. I need to get into better cardio condition. I'm not ready. I need to buy new wrestling sneakers. I'm not ready. In each and every one of these, I'm not ready sounds just like an excuse to my ears. Here's the thing though. There will always be muscle mass to gain. There will always be fat to cut. There will always be this to achieve or that to own. There will always be some invented milestone that can be placed out there, but quite conveniently, it can change. It can move. Those goalposts can slide further away. So quite conveniently, if you want to always not be ready, you will never have to confront the challenge of starting. And I know this firsthand because I have been guilty of indulging exactly that thought process too many times across the course of my very long career. Of looking at a task by which I am daunted in some regard and saying, I'm not ready for that. And in those cases, I am the architect of my own failure. I am failing to start. Why do we do this as human beings? Why do we tell ourselves, I'm not ready, when 99% of the time we are ready to undertake a new venture? Well, I think it's for one of two reasons. Either we are trying to spare ourselves the unease of plunging into something that is new and unfamiliar, or we are trying to avoid any potential rejections, which could be painful or awkward when beginning something new. And in our efforts to avoid that pain, that awkwardness, that unease, we are allowing those short-term gains of not feeling those negative feelings to impede our progress toward our long-term goals. And if we allow that to become a cycle we don't break free from, it will prevent us from ever finding success. I really want you to understand where I'm coming from on this. So what exactly do I mean by unease? Well, it's that uneasy feeling you get at the beginning of a new relationship or when starting a new job. You have to figure out how things work. What are the social norms here? What is acceptable in this workplace? And sometimes you might make a mistake. A foot might fall astray and you suffer some reprisal or embarrassment in that environment while you're figuring it all out. And yeah, that is uneasy. That's what I mean about not wanting to suffer any unease. In addition to which, you might face some forms of rejection. You might want to try something on your first day of training and your coach has to shut you down and let you know, no, that happens in the advanced class. Beginners aren't allowed to do that just yet until they master fundamentals. And that is a slight rejection. You might recommend something to your training mates that worked for you when you were on the hockey team in high school, but they reject that. And yes, again, you feel some small form of rejection. The first place you apply to train, the first company you apply to for a booking, they might turn you down. And that too is a type of rejection. And no one likes feeling that. No one likes feeling uneasy either. But to avoid those feelings by not starting at all is a failure in and of itself. That's what I mean when I say we are the architects of our own failure. If we use "I'm not ready" as an excuse to put off starting, we have failed. Yes, "I'm not ready" will keep you safe and it will keep you comfortable. But pro wrestling has never turned up at someone's front door, rung the bell, and then just handed them all of their goals and aspirations and dreams in a neatly wrapped gift box. That's not how it works. It is a mountain of challenges waiting for you to scale. And every day that you are telling yourself, "I'm not ready," for any multitude of reasons, is another day you spend not scaling the mountain, but driving around the mountain, looking at it from the distance. There must come the day where you decide, "I am going to scale that mountain." When you look at the challenges in front of you and realize, "I am the one who must conquer them." Closely related to this topic, bogus ideas that we reinforce in our heads, the things that we tell ourselves over and over again, is what is contained in this video over here. And don't be fooled by the thumbnail. Apparently a lot of people have been fooled by the thumbnail. This is actually one of the most important videos on my entire channel. And you can watch it by clicking on it right now. Or follow this link and join us over on Patreon. Not only will you unlock hundreds of exclusives, but we'd also love to have you.